So first there was the COLDHEART Exotic Trace Rifle. Now I think it's got some competition, guys. With Curse of Osiris, we have a new exotic trace rifle. This time it's not arc, it's solar. You're looking at the PROMETHEUS lens, which we are going to review in this video. So you might think, well, okay, another trace rifle. The other one is arc, this one is solar. But this one's got some pretty unique perks to it that I'm going to say gives COLDHEART a really good run for its money. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like COLDHEART, but one of the things that really annoys me about COLDHEART is, well, it just seems to do well on like yellow bars or maybe Callus. We use them on good old Callus, not anymore. But the annoying thing about COLDHEART is I would never use it for ad control because I'm constantly reloading it. Well, the PROMETHEUS lens has a particular perk that's going to help with that. You won't have to worry about reloading. Now, big thank you to Hung by Your Tongue from the cool clan Equinox. I like that name, Equinox for a clan. Let me his account to play with this thing for a while, and I had a good old time. So let's take a look at the description from Kate 6. Cryptarchs made a crystal that starts fires. Get me one, I don't care how you do it, go! So comparing it to COLDHEART, they're almost identical in terms of stats. Impact, range, stability, a little bit different. Same rounds per minute. Magazine's only 77 in the PROMETHEUS lens, but don't worry about that. Perks, right? The first one, Prismatic Inferno, fires a solar trace beam that generates a damaging heat field that grows while the weapon continues to fire. I'm going to show you some examples. But the last perk, that's the money right there for ads, and that's why you don't have to worry about reloading. Kills with this weapon return a fraction of the ammo used to the magazine, extending the beam's duration. Now that little crystal you see rotating in the center, that's what Kate 6 is talking about, and we'll get into that when we talk about the lore. But this thing is absolutely awesome. So take a look, here's some examples of the flame refraction trait. So look, I just keep wasting these Vex here, and look at my ammo, keeps going back up and up. I don't have to reload once. If I was using COLDHEART, I'd be reloading over and over and over. So this thing, in my opinion, compared to COLDHEART, way better for ad control. And the other main perk, which we'll talk about in a second, we'll show you some examples, Prismatic Inferno, is more for DPS actually. So let's look at Prismatic Inferno. So fires a solar trace beam and generates a damaging heat field that grows while the weapon continues to fire. So here I am just testing it out, just shooting at the wall here. As you can see, the longer I hold it down, kind of like you see like a fire bubble out of there, that's going to do damage to whatever you're laying into, or maybe if ads are around that thing's going to burn them up. So here I am just for an example, taking down this Lost Sector Minotaur. Now you can see it, the longer I hold down the trigger, that heat field kicks in, right? So, okay, COLDHEART, yeah, will do exponentially more damage the longer you hold it on one particular target. So, all right, the reason why I say that this is better than COLDHEART is for a couple of reasons. One, obviously, I love using this thing for ad control. It just wastes everything and you don't have to reload. At the same time, you're still going to do some pretty good damage on a single target because of that heat wave that causes damage. So here's that same Minotaur, but this time I'm using COLDHEART. Now, obviously, the longer you hold your beam on that target, it's going to do more damage, right? So technically, yeah, COLDHEART's probably going to waste things faster, and yeah, look at it, it's going out quick. But man, I just think the fact that the PROMETHEUS lens does good damage on bosses, yellow bars, things like that. But the ad control, it's way too much fun, guys, and comes in it's really, really handy because COLDHEART, you know, when I was walking into this Lost Sector, I was using COLDHEART on the ads, and it got annoying because the reload speeds on both of these are not that great, kind of on the slow side. But with the PROMETHEUS lens, you're just reloading nonstop by just killing things. So let me read you the lore, and it kind of dives into the little crystal that you see rotating in the center of the PROMETHEUS lens. So it kicks it off, Cryptarchs made a crystal that starts fires. Get me one, I don't care how you do it. Go, Kate 6. Then the lore continues with, how does it work? The underlying principles are quite simple, really. The gun's pyrroliophorite crystal. And then he says, pyrroliophorite? It's an Ionian crystal which bears some resemblance to rudimentary perovskite, which, as you know, a crystal with unique photovoltaic properties. I hope I'm pronouncing this stuff right. Then he says photovoltaic. It means regarding the conversion of light into electricity. No, the gun doesn't create electricity. The gun induces an external combustion reaction. It's perovskite that, and then he gets cut off and says, I just explained perovskite. If you'd stop interrupting. Wait, I remember you. You're one of Cade's hunters. Get out of here. Shoo! The Cryptarchy wants nothing to do with you. I am sure I butchered those names, but that's the lore for this weapon. So the conclusion for me, I like it better than COLDHEART, folks. COLDHEART is more of a DPS machine on a particular boss or yellow bar, but the ad control, it's just not there for me. Constantly reloading. This thing, you're just wasting ads, and you could still do some pretty good DPS because of that heat wave bubble or whatever that pops up as you lay into a target. So very cool weapon, guys, and that's it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do me a favor, drop a like in this video.